Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2019 mid-month general reading. This reading is for the Earth sign of Taurus, our lovely bulls, for the last half of November 2019. Welcome to everyone here. Welcome to newcomers, first-timers, and welcome back to followers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for all your support, feedback, comments, likes, shares, subscribes, donations. It is all welcome and always appreciated. Thank you so very much. Now, this reading is for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Taurus, and also if you are cross-watching for a Taurus as well. We always recommend you watch your other signs if you know them and you can for additional clarification, because there's so many of you watching general readings, of course, are always going to resonate a little differently in details and specifics and timing for everybody watching, although the energy fundamentally remains the same. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I can usually respond within a 24-hour period with more information. And scheduling I do in a pretty timely fashion too. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes 7. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with people's schedules to get you readings in as timely a fashion as possible. So there you go. I don't know if my background has changed or not since I posted videos a couple of weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago. It may have. I'd have to watch them to see. I just came back from a couple of weeks exploring North Africa, and I'm back in Eastern Europe, back in Poland, where I will be for a couple more weeks until I return to the States, where I will be for a little while. That's my other home in California, so I do like to bounce around quite a bit. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the last half of November has in store for you. I am using the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti. All right, Taurus, we begin first with the Seven of Cups. Not very common energy for an earth sign. Followed by the World. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Followed by the Hierophant. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy and advice, just focus for the last half of November, is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a card of healing, restoration, peace. You're moving away from really choppy waters, perhaps some conflict or difficulty, struggles, challenges, and you're moving into a much better, more peaceful, placid, harmonious, healing time, and a restoring time as well. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground, but you're definitely moving towards that, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's in sight. So that's overall energy for the last half of November, quite lovely. And I think some of you are really looking at the options and potential of what something that you're moving into could be. We do have the Seven of Cups followed by the World. I feel like some of you are transitioning out of one job into another job. Some of you may have been unemployed for a time and you are becoming employed, or you just got hired for a job. Some of you may be moving or relocating or starting a new job, or moving and relocating for a new job, or just moving and relocating as well. But the Seven of Cups is a card of looking at a lot of different opportunities, looking at what the best and most positive potential and promise is in the things that you're looking at. Cups is governed by the element of water in the tarot. So this is the suit of Cups is an emotional suit. It's a card that represents our emotional landscape, feelings, etc. So the Seven of Cups has a very dreamy, illusionary feel to it, kind of fantasizing, daydreaming, building castles in the sky. Each one of these cups is filled with really what represents potential and promise, everything kind of beautiful and perfect. Sometimes the cautionary advice with the Seven of Cups, it's not entirely, reality based, and this is a card of things that we think about, well, it could be this, and this could turn out to be this great thing, and Dreams are wonderful. We all need to dream. But always the cautionary advice with the Seven of Cups is this is not a card of physical manifestation. This is a card of, of daydreams and kind of considering the promise and potential of something. But I think it's quite positive here, Taurus. The clarifying card for it is the World, which is a card of ending, major completion, successful achievement and completion too, even if it's been quite a struggle, as it looks like it has been with this healing energy. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. The first is the Fool, who has the 0 at the top of his card, and all the cards after the 0 are about the Fool's journey through life, which is our journey through life, and how we learn and change and grow and evolve and succeed and fail and triumph and fall down and everything that life is until we get to the end. The World, which represents the reaching the top of perhaps a particularly significant mountain, or closing out the chapter of a particularly perhaps maybe challenging or interesting or hard-working, a lot of effort period of your life, and it's about pausing at the top to appreciate that and then looking forward over a bright new landscape, a brand new landscape, and preparing for the next the next journey in your life. Sometimes it can represent actual move or travel. Typically for travel, this would represent often international travel, but not always. And we do have the Ace of Pentacles too. Aces represent the number one, the start of something new, a new path, a new beginning, or a new opportunity. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles, because Pentacles is all about the physical structure of our life and the things in the physical structure of our life that make us feel stable, solid, secure, safe. It often manifests as things like money, property, resources, assets, job, etc. So the Ace of Pentacles represents a new beginning, or the opportunity for a new beginning, which can have a very tangible effect on your day-to-day life. Pentacles can also represent on an emotional level the efforts we put into feeling safe, solid, secure. It's the security of our life, whether it's tangible things or intangible things as well. So the Ace of Pentacles is a practical new beginning. It's often a card that comes up for moving, relocating, starting a new job, all of the above, sometimes receiving and perhaps unexpected sum of money or resources in order to start something new. It can represent starting a new project that has a lot of potential in it, particularly financial or material potential, depending on how you feed it and take care of it. So some of you, in fact, may be traveling, moving for a new job overseas, or simply moving. It might not have anything to do with a job. You may be beginning a new project, ending one job, moving to another, or just a new phase in your job, which is requiring you to move. Because the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, which is convention, tradition, the institution, organized religions, large corporations, etc. So, and because it looks like you've been through some difficult times recently, Taurus, some of you, it might be, it might be in the earth energy area of your life, like it could be money or resources. But it looks like something is coming to, when the World represents an ending, it's not a short-lived thing that's ending. It typically represents a pretty big chapter in your life, or a pretty significant chapter of your life. And for some of you, the first messages that I got were about job, money, home, moving, that sort of thing. It feels like a lot of you are transitioning out of something which has taken up a lot of space and time in your life, and you're moving into something new. And during the transitional time, and it represents a healing time, and during this transition, you're kind of, looking at, all the beautiful potential that it has, and kind of, fantasizing and daydreaming about, what this Ace of Pentacles could really turn into. Something that's quite solid, stable, and reliable. And some of you, this Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant might be just as simple as, you have a new job or a new beginning or a new project working within a company, or perhaps you got hired at a company that's, pretty solid, stable, good reputation's been there for quite some time. This could be emotional, in the relationship realm as well. That's not the first messages I got, but it could be. It could be that, you've maybe had an ending in a long-term relationship or marriage or friendship. and it's been difficult. You're healing. You're not quite done yet. You're not quite ready. You're not quite there. But you're moving forward, and you are open to other possibilities and options here. You may be physically moving and relocating as well, and that is indeed part of the healing process. And you do have 2 major arcana cards here too. So this is a pretty significant thing for a lot of you. Some of you may be ending or retiring out of a job that you have been at for quite a long time as well, because we do have the World and the Hierophant side by side too, if you read the cards vertically as well. So it could be, ending a long-term job, a long-term marriage, etc., and moving on into something new, not really knowing what it's going to be like, but kind of building some castles in the sky about what it could be like. Lovely reading. Things are getting better, Taurus. So Taurus, that is your reading for the last half of November 2019. I hope you enjoyed it and at least found it helpful and useful and gave you some food for thought and some feedback. I really like seeing the 6 of Swords because it represents that whatever it is that's behind you, it's no longer in front of you, and you're definitely moving towards a better place. Again, if this video resonated for you, if any of the videos do, and you would be interested in reaching out to have a personal one-on-one reading with me, live or recorded, you can click on the description link below for more info and contact details, and email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy and delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2019 general readings. Until then, I always wish each and every one of you much love, joy, and blessings. And for those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving, a very happy Thanksgiving as well. Take care. Bye-bye.